Hi, this is actually an interesting question. As for a newbie, this is very much a very valid question on how you do this. So you have this this object here that you want to go through that object. And how do you do that? Well, I can see this is kind of like the mistake we all make in the beginning, I think. It's like I can see what you try to do here, and the thing is you need to have a closed object in order to make the Boolean work. So this object here is pretty much closed, while this object here is not. This here is of course something we don't need, but let's remake this object. We can do that, for example, by taking 2 points and loop. We can't loop. Okay. We will do something else then. In this case, I'm just going to select these polygons here, press P. Okay. And I think you could bridge those. You could use the bridge tool, and I could go like this and press P, and you see that this is invisible now, but it's not really. If I press P to flip that polygon, you see that it's actually there. Did I say P to flip that polygon? F to flip that polygon. Okay, so we got this one and we got that one. But we don't need the other stuff now. That is damaged, so we don't need that. So I'll press I to invert and the delete button. So now I'm back with this and that. Now what you mentioned is interesting, because you mentioned the bridge tool. And if I take this one and I take that one and press the bridge tool, I have a shortcut for that, and use the bridge tool, it will, okay, this time it worked, but often it won't. Also, you can see that there's a hole in it. So what do we do? It's, once again, we have a challenge. Now what I could have done here is I could have pressed F to flip that again, and taken these guys and loop the selection and press P, and I could have taken these guys, looped that selection and press P. Okay, so I think I'm actually going to keep this. I might as well. I'm just going to copy these guys, Control C, and let's see, take this one, invert and delete, just to show you the other method that often is used, and that is using the thicken tool. So I have a shortcut for the thicken tool, and I'll just press that and press the numeric panel so that you can see what's going on. Okay, that's in the wrong direction, so I need to take it in the other direction. And I don't know how long you want this, but let's say 500 millimeters. No, that's too little. 1.5, maybe something like that. So yeah, so that's the other way to do it. I have the copy of the other one, because I hit Control C, so I could just paste that in if I want to. Doesn't matter, you could use either of those. So I got this one in the foreground object in layer 1 and this one in the background. Let's see, if I hold down shift, if I click both of these to be visible, is that good enough? Yeah, it's covering. Okay, so we can do this over again. I'm a bit unsure about the polyflow here. You can see that we got, and this is, you know, I did this in the very beginning as well. You can see that there's something going on here. These are not really matching up 100%. So there's kind of like there have been made mistakes, same mistakes I did when I started doing this. Brings back memories. What you need to do here to clean this up is you need to press M and fixed, and well, this is not 100% the accurate way to do it, because you don't know if this is going to go this point. You don't know if this point is going to be smacked up or aligned to that point, or that point is going to be aligned with that point. Probably what is correct here is for this one to be aligned with that one. I could also hit Control W to weld those 2 points. Why didn't that one work? It says 2 points welded. Well, okay, this is kind of like where the challenge comes in. Let's see, why didn't that work? Control W, 2 points welded. That is strange. Okay, so this is again sometimes when you make mistakes to the model, on the model, you need to clean it up, and I did very much the same thing in the beginning. So what we do is, first of all, we use merge points to see that we don't have any points we don't need. Hit OK. Okay, so what I got now was at the very bottom of the screen, 56 points eliminated. But it's not really, it didn't quite fix it, I think. So also you can see here something happened here. So the question is, should we try to fix this, or should we make this over again? I think we should make it over again. So because there's things going on here. You can see that here and here and here. It's kind of like a problem. So sometimes when that happens, it's just better to make it over again, really, because you don't know quite where the lines are going. So I think we will do that. Okay, shall we do that? Yeah. So what I'll do is I'll take this and that, and what point here? This one? Yeah. And this one, and this one, and just go like that. Here we got 2 points, so we got to be careful to click the correct one. Are there 2 points here, or are there 1? Okay. Is there? Okay, so it's 1. Click that one as well. Okay, so I'm going to fix this now by pressing P. So press P, and press space. That's going to reveal our new polygon. I press space twice. So sometimes it can be difficult to get a hold of that one. I guess I should just show you. If you lose that selection, then sometimes you just gotta delete some polygons, and oh, okay, here it is. So copy this one and put that to layer 3, paste it into layer 3, and in layer 1 we're going to use that as a reference, right? And this is where we should use the thicken tool. So I have a shortcut for the thicken tool. I'm going to bring up the numeric, and let's see. Again, I'm dragging it in the wrong direction, so I need to say minus here. Minus, let's say 500 millimeters to see where it ends. Oh, let's see. This didn't work, did it? Ah, okay, because that object is like that. I thought that object was a straight cut like this. Okay, so what I need to do then, I need to make 2 of these guys. So let's see. I need to remake this guy here as well. So let's do that. Take this, 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 and probably we're going to have the same challenge here. So take this guy. No, not that guy. Oh, this is one that can become problematic to select it in LightWave. You see, when I hold on Shift now and try to select this one, it won't do it. So when that becomes a problem, go to wireframe. And there it is. And we'll shift click on that one, and we'll go back to wireframe shade. So click the other ones and zoom in here. Click that one and zoom in. Click that one. And again, I'm holding down Shift. I can't make it. It's not selecting the point that I want. Oh, now it selected the wrong one. I don't want that. Go back to wireframe, and there it is. Hold down Shift, click that one. Go back to wireframe shade, and I think we're just going to select this one now. Yeah. And all the points are selected, and we can press P. Okay, again, press space, and we got the polygon selected. Let's cut that out, Control X, and go to layer 3 and paste that in. Okay, so if we zoom out now, we got both of these remade, right? So if I shift click here, you'll see that we got those. And this is where you can use the bridge tool, or at least we'll try to use the bridge tool. Sometimes it works like it should, sometimes it doesn't. I'm not going to get into fixing that now, I think, unless it goes wrong. But okay, let's use the bridge tool. And oh, that went very, very wrong. Okay, we need to fix this then manually. So what do? What we do is we can take an edge here and an edge here and use the bridge tool. Okay, so see that, how that got fixed? And you can use an edge here and an edge here and use the bridge tool. So it's fixed now, and we could continue going like that. I can see now that it looks like I forgot a point. That's not good. see this one actually is missing a point right here again. So the easiest way to fix that is to delete it, go back to this one, and do that over again. So it's kind of like slow, I guess, but go like this, and we'll reselect these guys. Again, if it's hard to click on, if it's difficult to choose the correct points, go to wireframe mode. Okay, so we got those. Press P and cut that out. Go to layer 3 and paste this back in. Now you would think that that is okay, but it's not quite. We need to, because if I take this one now and use the move tool, you can see that these are not merged. So I'll deselect and merge. Okay. Okay, so I can continue doing this now using the bridge tool. And you know, this is a lot to remember, but once you get past this, you're good to go. You can do just about anything really once you get past this point. This is the difficult phase of 3D modeling, the very start when you try to figure out what the heck is going on. And this is something I believe that we all experienced. Okay, so I have this one. I'm not in layer 1. I'm not going to use that one. I have this new one in layer 2 and this new one in layer 3. So what to do is to mix these guys here. And the way I do that is I use this object in the background, and to make this work, to make the Boolean work, it needs to be a closed object. So if this is like that, that's not good. It needs to be a closed object, and it is, so it's fine. Let's go to modify, and frankly I kind of forgot where that is. Let's see, here we go, Boolean, and we're going to subtract this disk shape. Hit OK, and it looks good. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so that is the way to go about it. So it does take some time. To do this right, and it's very easy to make mistakes and end up with cuts where you don't want cuts, etc. So I think we've all done that at the very beginning. So yeah, that's it. That's how you fix the mesh and drill that disk into that shape. Sometimes the Boolean operation can be difficult, and what you need to do then is to take this object and triple it, and then use the Boolean. You might even want to triple that disk shape. Boolean, subtract, okay. But for now it worked okay. So that's it. Just some info for a newbie.